Good morning, colleagues. For the past years, you and I have all lived the impact of the terrible state of the global and the local economy. And I congratulate Mandate on the fight that you're taking up against the austerity measures that are being forced upon your country. But I certainly have been struggling to understand how we actually got here in the first place, and how the so-called experts are seeking to bail us out of the situation, with the Troika taking the lead in imposing unacceptable measures on your countries and many others. But I believe that something happened to me on the way here to Wexford to finally help me understand how things work. As we were driving to Wexford, we decided to stop off in a small little Irish village in the middle of nowhere. We found a pretty B&B and we considered spending the night there. So I went in and spoke to the owner, and we agreed that I put down a €100 deposit, and then I could look around the B&B to see if I liked to stay there or not. So I opened my wallet, took out the €100, put them on the counter, and went off looking around the house. Now, while I was looking around upstairs, the owner of the B&B grabbed the money and ran next door to the butcher's. She gave him the €100 and paid off the bacon that she had bought on credit there recently. The butcher was very happy to receive the money. He said, "Thank you very much," grabbed the money and ran down the lane to pay off the farmer, to pay for the pig that he had recently bought there on credit. Now the farmer, of course, was very happy. He said, "Thank you very much," took the money and ran down to the farmer's co-op to pay for the feed and fuel he had bought there on credit. The man from the farmer's co-op was very happy, took the money and ran off to the local bar to pay for the recent drinks bill he had run up there. The publican was very happy and said, "Thank you very much," and he handed over the money to a local woman of ill repute who was sitting at the bar to pay for her services. The woman was very happy. She took the money and ran round to the B&B to pay for the room she had recently used. So she went into the B&B and laid down the €100 on the counter. As she left, I had seen enough, but I wasn't happy with the B&B and about the standard of the room. So I came back down, picked up my €100 from the counter, and decided to drive on to another village to find another B&B. So what happened? Nothing was produced, nobody earned anything, everybody was left without debt, and the whole village was happy and looking optimistically into the future. And I, the German, had helped bail out the local economy, and it cost me nothing. Now, colleagues, I think we all agree that the direction which the global economy is taking is not socially sustainable. And I bring you greetings from the Uni General Secretary Philip Jennings, who is at the forefront of making the voice of working people heard by governments of the G20 countries and the financial institutions. And given the globalization of capital and the economy, it's obviously no longer possible to deal with problems only locally. A global answer is required. At Uni, we believe that the best way for unions to help address the problems is by organizing more workers into unions. Together with our affiliated unions, such as Mandate, we are looking to create a new model of global labor relations, which applies global values locally. At Unicommerce, we're focusing our work on the leading multinational retailers, which are setting the standards for the rest of the industry. We have global agreements with Carrefour, H&M, and Zara, in which the companies commit to working with Uni and our affiliated unions everywhere to develop constructive labor relations and which guarantee workers the right to be a union member and bargain collectively. We have global union alliances for Carrefour, Metro, and Tesco, and are developing more of those union alliances to help monitor and implement the global agreements. Unicommerce is working directly with our unions around the world, supporting their organizing campaigns. Together we're aiming to grow workers and to develop union power to win. Just like here in Ireland, you and your union mandate. Currently, we have organizing campaigns underway in places as diverse as Hong Kong, Korea, and Thailand and Asia, in Brazil, Colombia, and Nicaragua in South America, in Mozambique, South Africa, and Zambia on the African continent, and also in European countries, such as Romania and Turkey. And I want to give you a very recent example of what this global work can actually do on local level. I mentioned the Carrefour global agreement that we have, Carrefour being the #2 global retailer in the world. Now, in November last year, we negotiated an organizing and access agreement with the company in Colombia. Now, Colombia is not exactly a country known for its good human rights or trade union right records. On the contrary, even today, it is very, very dangerous for a worker to become a member of a union. So, signing such an agreement in Colombia was a real breakthrough, and we've been trying to work together with the government, with the vice president of the country of Colombia, who is also the country's labor minister, to try and develop an example of a new way of having labor relations in the country. So based on that local organizing and access agreement, we then developed joint training for the health and safety reps that were already in place in Carrefour and the local management, the store managers and the supervisors in the country. Carrefour in Colombia employs 12,000 workers. And on the basis of this access agreement and on the basis of the training that we conducted, between November 2011 and February 2012, almost 4,000 workers joined the union. We then held union elections in February this year, and about 120 shop stewards from all over Colombia were elected. They elected a union board, and in the beginning of April, the first ever free collective negotiations began in Colombia. And I'm very, very happy to announce that today, the first collective agreement in Carrefour in Colombia is going to be signed. And we're talking to the other companies we have global relationships with as well, Zara and Casino, for instance, because we want them to follow this example and to help us turn around the way labor relations are being conducted in Colombia. And we are also preparing to take on the world's largest retailer, Walmart, by bringing together our efforts in South America, Africa, Asia, and the United States. Our campaign includes a large variety of strategies, from organizing to increase worker power, to legal challenges to the entry of Walmart into South Africa, and the political work in India to encourage the government to put in place proper safeguards against Walmart before opening their retail market to foreign direct investment. And just a few weeks ago, in the beginning of March, we launched the Uni-IKEA Global Union Alliance. It unites unions from countries where IKEA workers have very good working conditions and where the unions enjoy an excellent relationship with the company, such as Sweden or Denmark, as well as unions from countries where the company is refusing workers and unions the same rights, like here in Ireland. We held the Alliance launch meeting in Istanbul to show our support for the organizing campaign by our Turkish affiliate Korpiş. Workers at IKEA Turkey are facing all kinds of threats, harassment, and even dismissal if they're joining the union. The local management are even threatening family members, asking partners and parents of IKEA workers to demand them to leave the union in order to keep their jobs and safeguard their careers. Together with the Turkish union, the Uni-IKEA Global Union Alliance is preparing a number of public actions to stop the intimidations and to bring the company to the negotiating table. Workers and the union in Turkey need our support. They need your support. It's Turkey today, but it may be Ireland tomorrow. that needs the global union support. So let's all work together to win for workers around the world. Thank you.